What if I told you that you could be making at least $10,000 a month by selling a deck of cards? Imagine waking up in the morning, going to your favorite cafe, and watch everyone else rush to their dreadful 9-to-5 jobs. And you're just sitting back, sipping your coffee, and watch your sales come in. So what is it? No, it's not this type of cards, but there is a specific type of card on Etsy that can potentially make you life-changing money if you do it right. Well, you probably don't believe me, but that's fair because honestly, I didn't believe it either. So let me introduce you to tarot cards. So check out this store, Tarot Cards Dark Forest in Etsy. They're selling a variety of tarot cards. Now I'm gonna use this tool Everbee to spy on how much they're making. Wow, just look at this, guys. They're making $44,000 per month on this one listing alone. Ka-ching. And that's a ridiculous amount of money for one product. And next product, $22,000. Third one, still another $20,000. And all these listings belong to this one store. So let's see how much they're actually making per month with all these products. So I'm gonna export this to Excel. Wow, $220,000 a month. That's insane. But let's take a step back. So if you see this product listings here, you'll notice that all their products are 70% off. So let's just be conservative and assume that all the products are always on sale. Alright, even with 70% off, they're still making $66,000 a month. That's just incredible, right? So, and they're not the only one. We've got the Tarot store doing 15,000 pounds per month, which is around 19,000 US dollars. And Shores of Moon doing $18,000 per month. So as you can see, the demand is real. And today I'm going to show you step by step in how to create these designs in just under 5 minutes and how you can start this business right away. But make sure you watch this video until the end because this could be life-changing for you. So step 1, I'm going to use an AI tool called Midjourney to generate the designs for us. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. And if you don't have an account yet, you can go to midjourney.com and create one. And once you're ready, you can simply give it a prompt. The magician, the tarot card magician in the form of a tarot card, magic, power, wheel, energy. And hit enter. Wow, that's so good, even on the first try. I mean, just look at the detail, guys. But a bit of a disclaimer, I know nothing about tarot card reading, so understanding the art of tarot is beyond the scope of this video. But I'm here just to show you how to create these cards from a design perspective. Alright, let's try another prompt. Now I'm gonna give it more information this time and see what it comes up with. And hit enter. And just look at that. And look at the detail. And if you notice here, I just added something in the prompt that just brought the image to another level. And that is adding an artist name here. Pamela Coleman Smith and Walter Crane. So that's a trick, guys. Adding an artist name will just bring your artwork to the level of that artist. Okay, so with a bit of trial and error, I was able to come up with a few more awesome designs. I think they all look amazing. So if you're curious, you can download them for free down below or simply scan the QR code here. I've also included the exact prompts that I used to generate these images. There's about 10 of them. So if you're serious about starting this business, I think this will help you out. And look, guys, if you want to make your product stand out in a world where everything's the same, there is a 7-letter word that I go by: quality. It'll be your secret sauce to rise above everyone else. So for example, Steve Jobs was obsessed about clean lines and perfection on Apple products. So how do you do it? Well, you slow down, don't rush things, and you want to pour your heart out in every design. And you want to use the most powerful design tools today to get you there even faster. And remember, the enemy of great isn't bad, it's good. So how do I make this design from good to great? Well, let me show you how. And I'm going to be using this powerful design app called Kiddo for this. I've been using this app for quite a while now, and let me show you what it can do. So step 1, you want to click on New Project here. And now you want to set the size of the card, which is the standard 275 times 375 inches for this type of cards. And we're going to click Create. Now you're going to be presented with a blank canvas to work with. And I just want to quickly show you the layout of the app here. So this middle section is the artboard where you'll be designing the card. And the left side is a toolbar where you can insert your elements like text, graphics, etc. So I'm going to go to the left here and I'm going to upload the image I generated from Midjourney. Now, as you can see, we've got a bit of a problem here. Notice the random text that you see on the bottom. How do you remove that? Easy. Let me show you. So first, we're going to insert a basic shape to cover it up. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And you're just gonna use the color picker here to copy the same color. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna add my own text and call it Magician. And let's change the font to this one here. I think it kind of matches the theme of the card. And now I'm gonna adjust the text color a little bit so it matches with the rest of the design. All right, how cool is that? And you know how these tarot cards tend to have a vintage feel to it? Yeah, you can do that as well here. Let me show you. So you can go to the left here. You want to choose texture, and under grunge texture, let's choose this one here. You see what I did there? It instantly adds that texture to the entire card. Let's try another one. Maybe this crack texture. Oh, that looks even better. And of course you can play around with opacity here to control how much of the texture you want. So you see how powerful this tool is. You can do a lot of things with just a click of a button. And what I love about Kittle is that you don't need to go to another website and buy this extra textures, graphics, or additional fonts, because everything is here. There are tons of illustrations here as well. So let's say I want to add a moon behind the tree here. I can just search for it under elements. Let's use this one here and insert it here. Just like that. And I'm gonna set the opacity to 50%. And bam, I think it looks really good. Now let me show you something really cool in this app. So Kittle has its own AI image generator like Midjourney called Kittle AI. And I was able to create some amazing images with this as well. So on the left toolbar, you choose Kittle AI and you can write a simple prompt. Tarot card design of the magician. And you're gonna choose vintage drawing. And just in a few seconds, I got this. Amazing, right? But there's one downside. I found that when you try to generate more detailed digital images, it tends to cut off the image. So it really depends on which style you're going for. So if you're aiming for the line art design, then the AI here will do the job. But if you want a more detailed image, I would still use Midjourney for this. But to be fair, Kittle AI is still in beta stage right now, so they're making significant improvements as we speak. So how much does this all cost? Well, Kittle is free to use, so you can definitely play around with the tool with no commitment. But once you're ready to export your image, I would recommend upgrading to the Pro plan, which is the one I have right now. So you can download the images in high resolution. And plus you'll have access to all their premium templates. It's $10 a month if you sign up for their yearly plan. And I think that's a steal for what you're getting. So if you're interested, you can click on the link down below or scan the QR code on the screen and get your free account. And I'm not sure how long they'll have the free account for, so I would recommend you to just get it before it's gone. If you compare this to Photoshop, that software alone will set you back around $20 a month. And there is a steep learning curve with Photoshop, plus you won't have access to the thousands of templates that Kittle has. So it's an easy yes for me. Alright guys, so why do I think these cards can do really well for you? So I'm gonna give you 3 reasons. Number 1, it's easy to create with the tools that I just showed you. So you're way ahead of the 90% of people who just doesn't know how. And number 2, the tarot niche has a higher barrier to entry. I mean, just be honest, most of us don't know anything about tarot, and people would probably shy away from something they don't know about. So anything that has a higher barrier to entry will naturally have a lower competition. But how do you solve this? Well, Google is your friend. There are plenty of information even on YouTube teaching you how these cards work and what they mean. And number 3, it's a product that you can build a brand around. Let me explain. So the tarot cards market size was valued at $1.2 billion in 2021 and is projected to increase to $1.5 billion by 2030. So the trend is showing all the positive signs. And if you think about it, this is a product that you can actually build a loyal audience with. So check out this YouTube channel, White Feather Tarot. They've got 230,000 subscribers and they've been getting about 2.3 million views every month, which is a lot of views. And if you're selling tarot cards, this is a natural progression because you can easily create a YouTube channel talking about your cards, share some tutorials, some advice, etc. And what's more insane is that according to Social Blade, this YouTube channel is making between $500 and $9,000 a month from not selling the cards, but just for merely having this channel. And if you see here, she's not even showing her face, just her hands. So what does that mean? Well, you can eventually hire someone to do it and scale the business. So what you should be doing is to find a product where you can build a brand and have consistent cash flow for years to come. Now you might be thinking, what if I don't want to sell tarot cards? Maybe it's too spooky for you. Well, I got your back. And that brings me to my next idea, affirmation cards. So check out this store on Etsy. They've made over $200,000 selling these cards and still making $19,000 a month up to this day. And they only started last year in 2022. And another store, Lamar, making $5,000 a month, and another store, Green Minx, selling a jar of affirmation cards, making a good $9,000 a month just for this listing. And they started 5 months ago. So let me show you how you can design these cards in less than 5 minutes as well. So let's open Kittle again and open a new project. So the first step is to insert the text. And on the left toolbar, you can click on text. And now you're going to see some pre-made templates that you can use. I mean, these look great, but for this card, I want to make it simple. So I'll just add a custom text like this. And then I'm going to adjust the size, move it here. And let me edit the text to, I trust my body. There you go. Now the cool thing about Kittle is that you have a lot of options to play around with the text. So if you click on this here, you can transform the text to any of these shapes here. So if you click on rise, it will change the shape, and you can even adjust the points individually here. So the options you have is just next level. And if you want to add some effects to your text like drop shadow, you can also do that over here. But let's keep it simple for now. Now you're going to see that the background is white now, so let's add some color. And I'm just going to choose a soft pastel beige color just to make it neutral. Alright, maybe this one will do. Alright, looks a bit better, but it's still boring. So how about we add some texture to it? So check this out. You can go back to the toolbar on the left, click on texture, and let's choose this one. Bam. Look at that. So one click and you have a soft pattern on the background. And you always have the option to adjust the opacity here. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now you notice that these cards have some illustrations on them. We're going to use Kittle AI to draw this for us. So you don't have to pay another software to do this. Alright, you want to hover to the left and click on Kittle AI. Now all you need is a simple prompt to tell the AI what you want. So we're going to type pregnant woman holding tummy. Something like that. And just down here you can choose the style of the output. So in this case I want line art. So I click on this flower right here and then we click on generate. And just in a few seconds, it's going to give us a drawing. Look at that. I think that looks amazing. And if you don't like it or you want another variation of it, you can always generate another one. So what I like here is that you're actually able to choose the output before you generate, and they even give you the visual of what it's going to look like. So you know exactly what you're getting. Whereas in other apps like Midjourney, you have to know the prompt to get the exact style you want. Alright, so I'm just going to adjust the drawing and center it here. And since it's a vector file, you have the option to change the colors to match your text. But we're going to keep it neutral for this one. So in the next 10 minutes, I was able to create 2 more cards, and I just had to copy the files and change the text accordingly. So you see how fast this can get if you have the main design ready. Now once you're done, you can download it and you can create the mockups. And you can always use a website like placeit.net and get some card mockups for your listing images. Alright, so the next question is, how do I sell this? Well, you have 2 options here. Well, you can give the customer the option to download the designs as a digital file where they can print it themselves. Or you can use a print-on-demand service where you just need to print them when a customer orders. But unfortunately, traditional print-on-demand providers like Printify or Printful are not able to print this type of cards. But I do have several POD companies that can do it for you. And I'm going to leave the links for you to download down below, or you can simply scan the QR code on the screen. So I'm going to include both the Midjourney images and the POD providers in the same guide. Now the best way to get started with the business is to get on a marketplace like Etsy. They've got the massive audience and it's not a terrible idea to take advantage of it if you're just starting out. But what if you can 10x your income beyond Etsy and build a consistent stream of income on autopilot for years and years? If you want to learn more about how you can do that, I recently posted a detailed video on how to exactly do that. So click on that video and I'll see you there.